stamped his authority and let Hardik Pandya know who's the boss, who's the new boss rather. बेचारे का पत्ता काट दिए. We'll discuss that as well. But yes, congratulations Suryakumar Yadav, who is supposedly India's best T20 player, who was supposed to be T20 captain. Now Mumbai Indians also will have a headache. But yeah, he's the captain as well. And with this also, we have come to know a few players that are coming back to the ODI squad. The seniors per se, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli bhi aayenge. Mustafa, your initial thoughts with Surya Kumar Yadav being announced as the captain under the GG banner?
Yeah, मैं तो I've been taken completely by surprise because मैं समझा I knew that Surya will be captain, but मेरे को ये नहीं मालूम था कि Hardik will be in the squad as well. मैं समझा कि Hardik is injured. No, not injured. Sorry, he wants rest. Played IPL World Cup and he's injury prone guy. So I thought उसको rest करा रहे तो Surya is going to be captain and then Hardik will come back. मेरे को ये नहीं मालूम था कि Hardik will be in the squad as well and will be playing under Surya. And Hardik is not even vice captain. Mind you, he was vice captain in the World Cup just recently when Rohit Sharma was captain. Hardik was the vice captain. So one, he's not captain, but he's not even in the leadership group now. He's not vice captain either. तो दैट इज मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा सरप्राइज है. आई डोंट नो क्या बात हुई. आई डोंट नो हु अनाउंस्ड द स्क्वाड, वेदर देयर वाज अ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस और नॉट. आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट आई रियली वांट टू नो कि व्हाट वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड नॉट पुटिंग हार्दिक पांड्या एज कैप्टन over there because he was going to be the next in line, right? Like the guy to the throne. Mumbai Indians also selected him as captain for that reason, that he's going to be next India captain. And it looked like all goes well that ends well. Like especially after the World Cup, he bowled the last over, he won the World Cup. तो मेरे लिए थोड़ा surprising है that he is not captain, but this is the fun part of Indian cricket, man. There's always some surprises. I've been a bit low in the last few weeks with no cricket, but this is given something to talk about, and yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know. I don't want to create any controversy, but there is something there which I'm not understanding right now in terms of the T20 squad.
And we've been saying this from a long time कि भाई ये every series कोई तो भी कैप्टन बन रहा. ये काफी टाइम से मैं नोटिस करा कि भाई ये निकाल देना, इस समझ के बाहर है कि भाई why are we having a captain for every bloody series. एक एक नया नया कैप्टन ला के सबको एक उम्मीद दे दे रहा. अब कल श्रेयस अय्यर था कैप्टन, आज केएल राहुल एक कैप्टन हो गया, फिर एक हार्दिक पांड्या एक कैप्टन हो गया. So that was not what that was setting well. And like now you see it's a little. See, you do feel bad for Hardik Pandya after that performance in the World Cup, after all that he's gone through. Now another setback for him continues, that he's been taken away from the captain. And I mean, spirit to him and credit to him, that he's still managing to play here. He's still ready to play in an Indian squad where he was supposedly the captain and under someone who was like his own teammate. But yeah, I think सही बात तो नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से. I think हार्दिक पांड्या को ही रखना था कैप्टन, बिकॉज आप एक साल पूरा उसको लिए. Maybe he didn't get a lot of results. Maybe he's injury prone and stuff. Like that's the reason. But do you see another reason why Surya Kumar was preferred over Hardik Pandya, particularly due to Gautam Gambhir? Like what reasons would you think was that?
आई थिंक आप जो बोले वही रीजन होता मेरे हिसाब से कि गौतम गंभीर probably thinks Hardik Pandya is not fit enough to be the T20 captain. He cannot play every series, he cannot play every tournament. तो उस हिसाब से उन्हें सूर्या को रख दे. सूर्या is more fitter, he gets less injured. That is the reason that I can think of. मेरे को तो और कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, because like you said, Hardik Pandya was the guy to the throne. But if that's the reason, then fair enough. Gautam Gambhir, he's the new coach. That's the call that he wants to go with. He has to stick with it. ठीक है, that's his opinion. No problem with that. That's I was just surprised. Like I'm not going against the call. I'm just surprised that that it was taken with Hardik Pandya playing. If he wasn't playing, then it was a different thing. But I think there's some no nonsense approach over here also from Gautam Gambhir. अगर आप देखो, I didn't see Hardik Pandya playing this series. I'll be very honest with you. उन्हें back to back दो tournaments खेला, 3-4 महीने cricket खेल रहा, तो मेरे हिसाब से ये उन्हें he was going to let go of the series. But maybe Gautam Gambhir, the coach, requires you to play, because if you see in the 50 over, there's only 3 or 4 one days left before the Champions Trophy. तो उन्हें रोहित भी खेल रहा, कोहली भी खेल रहा भाई. ऐसा नहीं है. Like I did not expect them to see in the one day series. I don't know about you. I thought इन लोग 2-3 महीने की vacation पे रहेंगे at least until September. They will be off. That's what I thought, right? I didn't think they would be playing cricket because look, you won the World Cup. You need adequate rest. You're getting older now as well. That's what I thought. But Gautam Gambhir clearly has this thing. He's targeting certain trophies, certain tournaments, and he needs his players available. And Yeah, it's a big call. I really need to know what exactly the reason was, but there could be a plenty of things. But maybe it just could be the simple thing कि भाई आप शायद fit enough नहीं है तो आप कप्तान आप पहले fitness proof करो पूरी सीरीज खेलो फिर उसके बाद देखेंगे.
Bharat Saini Bhai Singh, bhai, I think withdrawing from the ODI series backfired hard. I don't think so because देखो majority अगर आप देखो, a lot of people were not initially coming to the ODI squad. ODI squad. Let it be Rohit himself, Virat himself, Jasprit Bumrah के भी थे कि भाई उन्होंने नहीं खेलने वाले हैं. So I don't think that must have backfired. What probably backfired was his own back injury, जिसके वजह से उनको consistently the number of out of 70 he's only played 45 T20.
Yeah.
And that's been a very big concern कि injury and availability was a problem. But also I think एक तरीके से गौतम गंभीर सबको चौकन्ना कर दे रहे, putting everybody on their feet that he made such a drastic change to get attention of the whole group in that dugout. He said I can go against the BCCI अगर आप मेरे को challenge कर रहे हैं, because they wanted Hardik to be a captain, right? But he said no, this is my era. So I think that is one way that he got everyone's attention. Now everybody's on their toes. सब अपने tiptoes पे के boss ये बंदा राइट नहीं लेगा, इन स्ट्रिक्ट बंदा है, ही कैन चेंज एनीथिंग एट एनी टाइम. नो वन इज सेफ हियर राइट नाउ. नो वन कैन बी कंफर्टेबल कि भाई हमारी टीम पक्की, सीट पक्की है टीम में. आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स समथिंग दैट कैन हियर. एंड एवरीबॉडी यू सी हार, जो लोग नहीं आ रहे थे वो लोग वापस आ गए. लेट इट बी विराट कोहली, लेट इट बी रोहित शर्मा, अब सब भाग के वापस हो जाए सीरीज में. भाई हमारे कुछ भी ऐसा प्रॉब्लम आना है. नो वन वांट्स टू गेट इन द रॉन्ग शूट विद हिम.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल और वही है कि भाई अभी ही इज आल्सो शोइंग कि द प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट्स नाउ. चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी का जो प्रिपरेशन है अभी से शुरू होगा. हम लोग ये सीरीज खेलेंगे, कॉम्बिनेशंस देखेंगे एंड आई वांट माय बेस्ट 11 सो देन आई कैन चूज फॉर दैट टूर्नामेंट. तो यू आर राइट, ही इज शोइंग दैट लीडरशिप क्वालिटी यू वांट टू से और यू वांट टू स्ट्रिक्टनेस जो भी है कि भाई मेरे को सब होना मौजूद होना है. मे बी इट इज बैकफायर्ड कि उन्हें वनडे से विड्रॉ करा, इन्हें बोल रहा कि भाई ठीक है भाई तुम फिट ही नहीं है पूरा, तुम खेल नहीं सकते पूरा व्हाइट बॉल फॉर्मेट, तो हम कप्तानी नहीं देंगे, सूर्या is a better option for us बोल के. Maybe that could be a thing as well. I don't know exactly if that's the truth, but that could be it could be along those lines that he wants everybody fit, he wants everybody playing cricket, and so that he can see क्या best combination है. And तैयारी अब से शुरू है. He is planning from the start. Let's see, like ideally, like if this was the Rahul Dravid regime or even the Ravi Shastri regime, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, in my opinion, wouldn't be playing this one-day series. I don't think so. We saw it before that Afghanistan series. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma weren't really playing T20s. If you saw leading up to the World Cup, it was that Afghanistan series when they came into it, and then they started playing bilaterals and जो भी series available थे. उससे पहले उन लोग ज्यादा खेल रहे नहीं थे. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ वर्ल्ड कप के बाद they were not there. साउथ अफ्रीका में जो सीरीज हुई थी T20, वहां पे भी रोहित और कोहली नहीं खेले थे. So under those regimes it was different, but here if you want to be selected in the Champions Trophy, you got to play these kind of series. That's what the statement that Gautam Gambhir has indirectly or directly given, and that's what we can see from the squad selection.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, I do feel bad for Hardik Pandya as well because देखो बॉस ने prove कर दिया he's an important player, pivotal role play करा World Cup team. वही है कि भाई आप एकदम एक सूर्या को लाके उसको ऐसा कैप्टनसी दे दिए. But maybe Hardik Pandya also you could say that you shouldn't have thought that he would be captain. Do you think that that would be viable because a new
You
coach
look.
would want his own captain?
Uh, it all depends on the people who are selecting, right? Like अब देखो, you can say the same thing that you feel bad for Surya and Bumrah not getting the Mumbai captaincy. I can पलटा के वही चीज आप बोल सकते हैं. But हार्दिक को दिए थे उन लोग, उसको कहीं और से उठा के लेके आके बिठा दिए. यहाँ पे सूर्या और बुमराह ज्यादा लॉयल्टी दिखा रहे थे मुंबई इंडियंस को. तो वो नैरेटिव आप पलटा सकते हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टीम, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द लीडरशिप ग्रुप, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कोच. तो I don't feel bad for him, but like, yes, I am very surprised. Like, I am surprised कि भाई इन्हें squad में रह के captain कैसा नहीं है when like all this thing happened. But I'm not like, I don't really feel bad because look, in another franchise, in another team, he is the captain, he has all the power. So it just depends on, I guess, who is selecting the captain, who is, wanting, what kind of vision they have. उस हिसाब से अगर देखो गौतम गंभीर का रीजन ये है कि भाई तुम पहले पूरा फिट हो, पूरे सीरीज अवेलेबिलिटी दो, फिर मैं आपको कप्तान बना दूं, तो फेयर इनफ, उसमें क्या गलत है. Yes, it's also a way to keep your players grounded as well. So I don't have a huge problem with it. But am I surprised? Yes, I'm 100% surprised. I was expecting Hardik Pandya to be your T20 captain, not in this series, but I didn't expect him to play under another captain. I thought he will not play this series at all.
वो तो है बिल्कुल। आई मीन उन्हें obviously पर्सनल रीजंस वाज गिवन कि भाई व्हाई हार्दिक पांड्या वाज नॉट गोइंग टू प्लेइंग द ओडीआई सीरीज। उन्होंने खुद बोले थे कि पर्सनल रीजंस की वजह से नहीं खेलने वाले हैं। बट आई थिंक इट वुड हैव बीन मच मोर शेम अगर राहुल द्रविड़ कोच रहते थे और फिर हार्दिक पांड्या। मे बी आई कुड स्टिल सी कि हाँ चलो भाई नया कोच आ गया है तो उनकी मर्जी चल रही है। तो बट अगर राहुल द्रविड़ होते और फिर उनको शायद कैप्टनसी में मे बी इट वुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट। अरे टेकेली भागे कहाँ है भाई टेकेली
अरे
भाई।
कैसे भाईजान, खैरियत से सब ठीक ठाक, गुड टू सी। अरे कैसा नहीं पहचाने भाई, आपको तो
उनका
हर
उनका
वक्त पहचानते हैं। ओवर टू द सब्सक्राइबर पुश बेबी।
to like and subscribe the channel वो जो हमेशा लिखते थे। थैंक यू सो मच टेकेली, वी मिस यू अराउंड हियर। आई होप आप ठीक है। इट्स बीन अ लॉन्ग टाइम भाई। आई थिंक अक्षर might take Jadeja's place in the Champions Trophy. Yeah, that's a very good shout. And Washington Sundar जिस तरीके से जिम्बाब्वे में खेले, he is making up a case for himself. And अक्षर पटेल obviously recent time में जितना criticize होके वापस heroic form में आ गए हैं। I think yes,
Jadeja is not there, in the one day squad. He's not there.
जडेजा का थोड़ा decline पे चल रहा है I think now. Do you
He's
feel?
not there in the one day squad. So maybe he's sticking to test now. They're probably not considering him in the white ball format. And fair enough. अब देखो उसका हाथ थोड़ा सा decline है. Although he looks very fit, he's extremely fit. वो तो है, but like the way Akshar Patel is performing, and then you have to look at the future. Washington Sundar is also a very good option. आगे जाके Sundar has to work on his fitness. In my opinion, he can't be keep getting injured like that. It caused disruption in his own game and also in the team's plans. Agar Washington Sundar wants to be the future in Indian cricket, then he needs to be playing regularly and he needs to be fit. Like that's the main thing. Like especially in these type of series, I think his bowling can improve 100%, and that will only happen if he's exposed more. आप देखो अक्षर पटेल जो है, the way he improved his bowling. अगर आपको याद है एक बायलैटरल सीरीज था ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, वहां पे भाई उठा उठा के मार रहे थे वार्नर मैक्सवेल, उसको उठा उठा के दे रहे थे कोविड के टाइम पे। हिज bowling was rubbish in T20s, Akshar Patel, but the way he's improved, and he was one of India's key players in that semi-final, probably man of the match in that game. And he's really improved his bowling. So yeah, I think Akshar Patel could be that. He's the new Jadeja in your team, and why not? Like he's fielding well as well. He's batting, bowling. I think you'll have to back him.
What are your thoughts on Shreyas Iyer's return, man? Shreyas Iyer भी आ गया वापस कहाँ की ODI
अरे,
squad. He's there in the
oh my God, he's there. Yeah, Shreyas is there. I just saw Shreyas is there. Yeah, man. Like, time
contact.
is the best healer, bro. Time is the best healer. I told you he'll come back, man. Shreyas Iyer. Whoa, what a quality player of spin. I don't have a problem with short ball. I don't have a problem. Who said? Who said? Who said I have a problem with short ball? Who said? Faz, you attended that press conference, right? When he said that? Then what, you should have said I said. और बैन कर देते थे।
Both Akshar Patel and Sundar जो भरत भाई बोला, I think I completely agree that there are probably better prospects also going into the Champions Trophy. And Sundar I think gives you like also like the way he's been bowling. I guess I mean it's a Zimbabwe squad, so not much to look into it. We still have to wait. But Akshar, yes, definitely he's been, and he could be Sunil Narayan. I'm telling you, don't be shocked अगर Akshar Patel opening करने आ गया. Like don't be shocked. I think he can do that with Akshar Patel, Gautam Gambhir easily. Teglai Boreke, I think there's a bit of a confusion with Abhishek Sharma and Rutraj because Shubman Gill kind of batsman is not T20 material.
I mean, look, if you want to someone who can play the Virat Kohli kind of role, Shubman Gill is that guy in my opinion. I'm not.
In the T20 world का विराट भी अपना टेम्पलेट चेंज कर दिया भाई.
Yeah, मगर अब देखो फाइनल में like आप देखे ट्रेडिशनल विराट कोहली टाइप ऑफ इनिंग्स थी. Like I agree that like you need aggressive players. I would go with Abhishek Sharma. Even Rituraj, I think he should be backed a bit more than he is right now. But yeah.
And like Riyan Parag didn't do squat in the Zimbabwe, but he got into the team.
Bro, you like that guy. I never rated him as a player. You can vouch for him, bro. मैं हर मैच में जो देखो तुम उसको फैंटेसी पिक्स में भी ले रहे थे, मेरे को याद है. मगर तुम देखो हर मैच में उसका ड्रॉप कैच हो रहा था. मैं बोल रहा था तुम्हारे को इन्हें नहीं है यार. देखिए इज नॉट ऑन दैट लेवल. मैं ठीक है ले लिया उसको. ही इज योर प्लेयर. यू कैन वाउच फॉर हिम. आई डोंट हैव एनी डिफेंस फॉर रियान पराग.
I'll give you three choices. I know you'll not choose Riyan, but Riyan Abhishek from based on the Zimbabwe tour, I think personally, even though I like Riyan Parag, he's a nice batsman. He was looking aggressive in the IPL. IPL is different. International cricket is different. Riyan, Abhishek, or Ruturaj would at least even maybe a Ruturaj would be a better option.
Yeah, 100%. Rutraj much better option, bro. Like he's a very good option. Look, Abhishek Sharma, we have a personal liking to him and the way he's playing. I think it's excellent. Like, Jackie, but someone like Ruturaj also, I think he should be rewarded for all his performances, his consistency. उन्हें भाई आपको एशिया क्या है एशियन गेम्स भी जिताया गोल्ड मेडल, तो he should be rewarded as well. He should be given more of a chance. I completely agree with that. I don't think अब देखो गायकवाड को मिडिल ऑर्डर में ट्राई करे, मे बी उसको वो सूट नहीं हो रहा, ओपनर स्लॉट शुभमन गिल को दे दे रहे. I feel that you can go with opening slot as Jaiswal and Gaikwad or Jaiswal and Abhishek and play Shubman one down. I think you can do that, and Surya two down. I would like to see that. Another thing that very crazy to see, your guy is back, bro. KL Rahul, baby, he's back in the wicket. He's there in the wicket keeping slot, Lucknow ka. I'm surprised, and we thought he was going to be captain, right, for the ODI series because we didn't see Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli playing this series, and there was a lot of reports, sources were saying कि भाई ये दोनों खेलने नहीं वाले, rest करने वाले, which was expected, but Gautam Gambhir has other plans, उन्हें सबको खिला दे रहा. But KL Rahul is there. Sanju Samson there in the T20, but not the one day, which I'm surprised because तुम अगर देखे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स पे इन्हें जब भी बैठता गौतम गंभीर हर वक्त संजू सैमसन की तारीफ करता उसको खिलाओ 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 बोलते रहता. अब उसको कितना खिलाएगा ये देखना पड़ेगा because Pant is in both squads. It looks like he's the main wicket keeper for this both these teams. But I want to see if Sanju Samson gets a chance in the T20 even as a batsman because Gautam Gambhir used to back him a lot when he used to sit on the panel. I know it's a different situation. He's the coach now. He has to look at variety of things.
Yeah, also the
So
fact that
let's see.
T20 World you can't keep him out as well, right? Like that would have been very weird if he did that. So I think
या हर्षित राणा को भी ले लिया, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है लाइक वनडे में हर्षित राणा नहीं पसंद है यार हमारे को.
या हर्षित राणा को भी ले लिए एंड खलील अहमद भी आ गया यार. खलील अहमद आना के
No, the thing is, Harshit Rana. Let's see what happens in the one days. I mean, in IPL he had good performances. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि he didn't. Like ठीक है उन्हें थोड़ा सा वो aggression show करा उसलिए नहीं बोल रहा मैं. Like I have no problem that he showed aggression or anything like that. But I don't know, as a bowler I need to see him 10 overs. Is he on that level? Like let's see. This is a good series to analyze his bowling. Khalil Ahmed again, yeah, man. I know we've seen him quite a bit. I don't rate him that highly either, bro. But let's see, like let's see if
good
he's
to see
improved.
like Washington the squad. I mean Sunriser maybe उतना utilize नहीं हुआ इस साल, but he managed to fight his injury. काफी हद तक उसको injuries रहते, but now he's back and he's in both the squads. So is Siraj. He's also there in both the squads, T20 and ODI. मियाँबाद नहीं थकते यार.
What are your thoughts on Siraj? Because I mean, apart from the Sri Lanka games, like the Asia Cup final and the World Cup against Sri Lanka, he's not had the greatest of last year's. I think 20 from October till now. But your thoughts on him, Siraj, the bowler?
I mean, yeah, like बीच में अपन देख लिए थे भाई. I think he's been overworked. He was playing everything that was possible. That one break, if you see in the England था वो कौन सा टेस्ट इंग्लैंड टेस्ट सीरीज था जो ने ब्रेक के बाद वापस आया था, एक टेस्ट बिठाया था समथिंग. नहीं नहीं इंग्लैंड में नहीं, वन ऑफ दी मे बी आईपीएल मैचेस उसको ईद के दिन फोड़ दिए थे उसको. एंड देन आईपीएल में एक दो दिन का ब्रेक दिया. देन आई थिंक ही नीड्स अ ब्रेक.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
So he needs a break. I think Siraj उसको overdo कर दे रहे उसको also because like he needs his rest. I don't know why they're not giving him a rest, but maybe it's not asking for it. But he has been like pickable now. I think people know कि भाई इन्हें क्या डालने वाला है. Majority आगे तेज फेंकने जाते हैं ना. He needs to probably develop more disguises. I feel like Siraj की bowling अगर आप देखो, it's not like the most disguised. Everyone knows कि आखिर पटकने वाला है या तो short या तो full throttle. Mostly his game is full throttle. But if he does pick up a good slower one, it'll be good to see. He does have cutters in him, but I think वही है कि भाई he should have a good plan while bowling and execute that plan accordingly based on the pitch and conditions, obviously. But he does need to come up with a plan, I think. One night, it's mostly just come and bowl all you want.
Yeah, biggest surprise for you both in both teams.
Biggest surprise for me is Riyan Parag. I think Riyan Parag in this T20 squad is one surprise, but and in the one day, I think one day may be more surprising, but T20, chalo, theek hai, he did well in the IPL, so I'll probably put him in the T20 squad, but the one day I would not put Riyan. I'd probably put Ruturaj Gaikwad there.
Uh, I mean, a year could be a surprise, but for me, honestly, Hardik Pandya being in the T20 squad and ODI squad, Kohli and Rohit being there, is a surprise, but not for the Champions Trophy, for this particular series. But overall, if you see, I think Shreyas Iyer making his comeback, that's not something I thought will happen right now, but I knew it will happen, but I didn't know when exactly it was going to happen. So you can say that's kind of a surprise. Harshit Rana for me is a surprise. And even Ryan Parag, bro, he's the फैज आपका माइक नहीं चल रहा है, दूर से आवाज आ रही भाई, मेरे को तो फट फट के आ रही मेरे कान में
दूर
तुम्हारी
आप
आवाज.
आशीष भाई आप तो इसलिए I don't know
I
आवाज
don't know. Yeah, you can guys can tell us if we're मेरे को तो
That would have set that first thing in the house. What about Chahal? I thought Chahal could be. Yeah, man. Chahal also, man. Like I feel bad for this guy. उन्हें तो बेचारा उसको तो लागे खाली बिठा दिए उसको वर्ल्ड कप में एंड अभी भी उसको नहीं दे रहे यार चांस अभी तो भी दे सकते थे आई नो रवि बिश्नोई इज डूइंग वेल बट यू थिंक लाइक खत्म चाहल को ऐसे ही विदा कर देंगे यू थिंक लाइक खत्म भाई आपको बिठाए से बहुत बड़ी बात एंड टाटा बाय बाय डू यू थिंक दैट्स गोना बी द केस विद द यूजी चाहल
Yeah, man, look, it's unfortunate. I think he's a quality bowler still. He can contribute to Indian cricket, especially in T20 cricket. But the fact that now the Ravi Bishnu is coming in, you've got someone like Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, who can provide with the bat as well. That's what Team India looks at. Agar aap dekho, Kuldeep Yadav, it took him 3, 4 games to play that World Cup. And then he was like a very important bowler. But it took him 2, 3 because in United States, he was on the bench. It was Akshar Patel and Jadeja playing. So I think they are looking at utility players. Nikhil sir came on our show and he told us that he likened this new template to total football, Johan Cruyff era, where the defenders are looking to attack, the attackers are looking to defend. Everyone is contributing to to score goals and to defend goals as a team. Like here as well, like if you see, bowlers are coming in at 7, 8 and contributing with the bat. So I think that is something that they're looking at, and unfortunately, usme Chahal ka kat gaya patta, in my opinion. And look, Bishnoi, again, I don't know how much he can bat, but he's a very good fielder. Like he'll contribute in that way. He's a very good fielder. He's younger as well, so maybe. But he's someone who I feel he should develop more his leg spin. Googly, I mean, who am I to talk? I only bowl googlies, but like he's like that only. He only bowls googlies, bro. He doesn't bowl as much leg spin. So in T20 cricket, it's good to if you have that leg spinner as your stock delivery, and then have your googly as a surprise, that's good because you're making the right, especially against the righty, then you're making him play against the spin more often, right?
Hmm. सही है I mean we still don't know who the support staff is we're still waiting on that news वो तो एकदम दुबिच गया वो टॉपिक रायन टेंडुलकर था बीच में उसके बाद कौन कौन के आगे थे जहीर खान बालाजी एंड देन इट केम डाउन टू मोइन
Lakshmapati
भी उसका
is
कोई
there.
आया नहीं है कुछ बट या we still are yet to know that आशीष भाई बोल रहे मैं वॉल्यूम कम था मेरे फोन पे इसलिए मेरे को आवाज नहीं आ रही थी
Yeah, मेरे को तो फट फट के आ रही थी आवाज, like clear, like I mean it was loud.
नो नो
um uh,
थोड़े खाली तेज हो जा रहा तो आवाज कम हो जा रही बट या आई मीन ओवरऑल lot of shocks here that
what is Bumrah telling Gautam Gambhir, punter, is saying?
it's something that you would be very familiar with I think so
Yeah, I mean,
a perfect situation
no,
next Anil Kumble by calling seniors back from holiday
no. One thing I want to say on the Bumrah thing is that I think Gambhir realizes this guy is like once in a generational talent. He's extremely special. उसको cotton wool में wrap करना है. You have to give him special क्या बोलते हैं उसको, like special
treatment
treatment. Yeah, special treatment. Sorry, give him the holiday off. And playing him in this series makes no sense, bro. First, you have 5 Test series, 5 match series against Australia coming up. Test matches down under. Then you've got a Champions Trophy in February, March. So it doesn't make sense playing him. I mean, I'm even surprised that Rohit and Kohli are playing, but I guess them dropping a format helps. But Bumrah is an all-format player, and I don't see it necessary for him to play this series.
also he just had his kid in during the IPL right and like or like during the England series one of the things that he's not had time to spend with his own child so I think वो भी एक reason होगा for his absence maybe obviously उन्हें अमेरिका में था वो boy but he really was up clearly he didn't spend most of his time and stuff so I think that also was one of the reasons but your thoughts on Bhai I think Gigi has gotten himself in perfect situation to become the next Anil Kumble by calling seniors back from holiday
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to see how it like. Look, now Virat Kohli is not in charge. When he was in charge, this over discipline was not suiting him or the team, and Kumble was gone. Despite reaching the Champions Trophy final and everything, Kumble ko nikal diye the. But now there's different captains, different leaders. It also depends on look. We heard that Rahul Dravid was strict, like in terms of like routines and everything, but there was leniency there at times. You had like off series, you could go on holiday, you could take a rest, you could take, they don't say mental health break, but they were taking breaks, right? Like
break
apart from Ishan Kishan and no, yeah, Ishan Kishan ka avoid kare to like just Kohli like went He missed the England series because he had to be with his wife. Rohit Sharma missed a few series here and there. So that was allowed. Iske saath, I don't know. Maybe look, the thing is also fast. There's only like 4 or 5 one days left before the Champions Trophy. You don't have many one days, so maybe he's requested them to come and said कि भाई देखो मेरे को combination बनाना है, मेरे को ये देखना है कि क्या best option है. Because उसके बाद जो T20s है आप तो खेलेंगे नहीं, वो आप तो retire हो गए T20 से, तो आप वहां पे रेस्ट कर लो. वो हम लोग यंगस्टर्स को खिला देंगे एंड देन टेस्ट मैचेस में जब अवेलेबल है बिकॉज वी नीड वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप पॉइंट्स सो यू नीड टू प्ले दैट इन वन डे सो आई थिंक end of the day it's a good call. I don't think it's a wrong call. It's surprising for me but it's not a wrong call. I mean there are not many one days like I think like 5 से ज्यादा तो है नहीं before the Champions Trophy.
I think I think Gigi just wants to instill the importance of playing for your country again and again inside of them, and more than IPL. Like this is not
No, but no, I know, but like you still have, you will have time where you can take easy. Like they're not playing T20 cricket, right? So ये they're going late to Sri Lanka, and then उसके बाद जो T20 मैचेस रहेंगे, I think against बांग्लादेश है शायद मैचेस, इंडिया में भी है मैचेस, तो वो तो खेलेंगे नहीं उन लोग. तो I think it's okay, man. I don't think it's thing. बुमराह तो like उसको तो necessary नहीं. You have to wrap him caught. You can't like you need him in the Champions Trophy. आशीष सिंह श्रेयस क्यों को क्यों select किया पर्ची? I don't have a problem with the bouncer. Who said problem? Who said? But yes, Shreyas is bro. He's the captain of Kolkata Knight Riders. Gautam Gambhir is the mentor of Kolkata Knight Riders. Simple as that, bro. He's there. He's a fantastic player of spin and huh?
he's Rohit's boy.
He's Rohit's boy, but like I mean, Rohit did kick him out. Like he didn't let him play in the T20 World Cup.
The
Huh?
selecting committee and the BCCI that kicked him out.
You know, I think more of it's Gambhir's call. This one, ये वाला अब मेरे को दिख रहा है. उन्हें बोला कि भाई मेरा कैप्टन है, खिलाओ उसको. तो वैसा है.
ओवर्स खिला पांड्या पहले 20 तो खेल ले 50 का तो
पांड्या खुद बोला नहीं खेल तुम बोला इसलिए तो शायद उसको T20 में खिला के कैप्टनसी नहीं दिया उसको. उन्हें खुद बोला मैं नहीं खेलना चाह रहा हूँ 50 ओवर का ये जो सीरीज है. आई थिंक राइट.
he said personal problem because देखो भाई I don't fault पांड्या नहीं खेल रहा था, विराट कोहली नहीं खेल रहा था, just तो पांड्या also has that kind of a hold that he could say कि भाई मैं personal issues personal reasons होंगे उसके, तो इतने बेचारे के 3 महीने में इतने निकल के आ गए, so there might be something that he's trying to achieve or like get sorted, right? So he could at least do the minimum. उतना तो कर सकता था, उसका बनता मेरे हिसाब से. I don't think like that would have been a big issue if you just missed a couple of ODIs. He is playing the T20, but taking away the captaincy from him, तो बेचारा like पहले इतनी मुश्किल से तो अपना नाम वापस लाया, उसके बाद उसका नाम फेंक दिए विंडो में से. So like उसके I think उसका तो होप ही अब चलेगा आगे जाके कैप्टन बनेगा.
Yeah, man. If I look at the teams, I think अगर आप all format captain बनाना है, again it depends on form, it depends on injuries and everything. But I think I know he just came back from a major injury, but Rishabh Pant is your option for all format, bro. Like that's what I'm looking at right now. If you want split captaincy, it's different. But if you want one format, all captains like you had Rohit for like a couple of years, you had Kohli for like 5-6 years, then I think Rishabh Pant is your option. Again, it depends on form and everything, but I think that he is that one option that he can play all three formats.
Do you think one format, one captain for all formats is better, or do you think split captaincy is better? Like even the people in the chat, like what do you guys think?
I mean, that's a good question. I think split captaincy is a good. It's a good way. Like, there's nothing wrong about it. I mean, England handled it pretty well when Owen Morgan was the ODI captain. England also have that, like Stokes and Butler. I mean, Butler's won a championship with the, like being T20 captain. Owen Morgan won a 50 over. Like, I don't think it's wrong to split, but I mean, all three formats is also not a bad option, but for that, you need the guy to be in form in all three formats, which is a bit more demanding than before. I mean, Virat Kohli is a generational player. Rohit Sharma is a generational player. I know Rishabh Pant has the potential to be a generational player, but again, it depends on how he's recovered from that injury and like what his form is. Will he be able to sustain keeping wickets in all three formats? That is the question which comes into my mind. But it's not easy to be of all format captain. So I think the easier thing is if you split white ball and red ball captaincy. Right now, this split, I'm not 100% convinced because Rohit is captaining one of the white ball and one of the red ball. So maybe I don't know how that works because normally, T20 one day ka alag rehta, red ball ka alag rehta. But this is also a split. Let's see how it goes. Because क्या रहता फर्स्ट T20 और वनडे में थोड़ा ओवरलैप भी रहते प्लेयर्स के राइट लाइक दोनों फॉर्मेट तो लाइक मे बी इफ यू हैव जस्ट वन कैप्टन इट्स इजियर टेस्ट में you will have different players so it's a bit easier to split that captaincy.
Is this the new trend in twinning करते हैं तो ये तो by coincidence हो गया and I think it was more like magenta then like I'm red
Faz, what is magenta? 1 second.
like a dark
It's like, yeah, no, this is not magenta, bro. This is like,
what raspberry raspberry
yeah,
we
Jive, Jive.
like गौतम पाजी की इंटेंट थोड़ा डिफेंसिव दिख रहा है फॉर टीम इंडिया आई मीन इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू आई मीन टीम वाइज तो उतना नहीं है डिफेंसिव अगर मैं देखूं यू गॉट आई सी टी20 में तो पूरे एग्रेसिव ही बंदे दिख रहे हैं मेरे को रिंकू भी
भाई
है
गौतम पाजी का ये भी देखना कि उन्होंने कैसा करेंगे कोचिंग, बिकॉज उन्होंने अभी तक कोच नहीं बने, मेंटोर है केकेआर में और कैप्टन थे। कोच कभी बने नहीं उन्होंने, दिस इज डिफरेंट। अब उन्होंने पूरा क्रेडिट तो उन्होंने ले लेते कलकत्ता का, लखनऊ का, बट उन्होंने कोच नहीं थे। अगर फैज विल गिव यू द correct names of the coaches for those franchises,
दे नो
but
एवरीबॉडी नो चंद्रकांत मंडल
yeah, everybody doesn't know, bro. Everyone gives this guy credit. Let's see what it's still time will tell ki how he handles it and everything. Do you think Rahul Dravid as coach, were you satisfied, or do you think more than satisfied, or do you think he could have done better? What do you think? I mean, I was going after him, bro, at one point.
वही है ना like how would you assess a coach uh, I think people thrived under his thrive in the sense like they did improve their games. They did improve their batting. Some players did निखर के आए जैसा बोलते हैं, you know, they came out bright and I think for a coach that is the only way that you can look at success. I don't know how you can actually say like bilateral जीत जा रहे थे. They did win a lot of bilaterals as well.
Yeah,
Just they weren't winning.
yeah.
Do you put the final winning moments on the coach or do you put it on the players?
I think I would give him 8 out of 10. The reason is that he lost 2 finals, so I'll minus 2 points. And then the reason why I'm giving 8 is because, like you mentioned, it's not. Of course, the trophy is a huge. That's 6 points in itself, winning a World Cup trophy. But the extra 2 points I'm giving is for the style of play, like the backing that. Because in India, it's very difficult, bhai. Aisa style, Virat Kohli ko jaake bolo khali swing away. It's not like easy to maintain that and to back that and to continue to back it. And he did it as coach. Yes, Rohit Sharma has a major say in that. And Rohit Sharma also has major say in losses too. But I think in the combination with the captain, Rahul Dravid had that thing where he backed his players and gave them specific roles. And India played a different brand of cricket, which is very attractive and very dominant. Even in one day cricket, they smashed everybody in that 50 over World Cup. But then to go and, to mess around with that pitch was stupidity. So I'll minus a point over there. And then World Test Championship, I don't think you prepared well enough for that.
But you have to also compliment Rahul Dravid his in the way he bridged himself with Rohit Sharma, with Ajit Agarkar, or whoever the selector was.
Anji.
And he let everybody do what they wanted to do at their freedom. He gave a lot of freedom to everybody to express themselves. He backed KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer against all odds. Then we saw what they did in the in the 50 over World Cup. He backed Siraj. He backed. Ishan Kishan nikal gaya. He was thriving at that time. So I mean, that's where I would say, where do you actually assess a coach in terms of trophies, or do you assess it? Because I don't think coaching staff has a lot. Like not major amount, like it'll be the people who are playing on the ground, but yes.
No, first it's important, man. Like the selection and stuff. You saw 2019 World Cup, right? A lot of the problem was the selection. Yes, Virat Kohli is fully has to take responsibility along with Ravi Shastri. Ravi Shastri is also the guy over there who has to have a say in the selection. On the field is different, but then off the field also is what costs you things. Now Shivam Dubey, that's a big call, bro. Like playing him in the 11, forget taking him. On top of that, you played him in 11. That's a big call, and I think Rahul Dravid has a say in that. So that's where I think. And then same thing, like in other tournaments, like in WTC, he went with like a KS Bharat, whatever it is. Like Rahul Dravid has a say in that. So there are ways to assess it, but of course, it's in combination with the captain. But like in selection committees and everything, coach has a huge say. So and that makes a big difference in tournaments.
Give Rahul Dravid a lot, like, and obviously Rohit Sharma. I mean, do you
Yeah.
think Rohit Sharma would have stayed captain if they would have lost?
Who?
Rohit Sharma, do you think he would have stayed on as captain of one day?
Yeah, man. I think if he wants the trophy, so he would have stayed. I think, yeah, he would have stayed one day and test captain.
Pant and Gill are also good
But
options.
would they let him stay with Gautam Gambhir take that decision? That would have been different. Now he has a trophy. He's invincible, bro. Rohit Sharma.
I think Gill is also a good option for captaincy. Yeah, I mean he's done well. Like whatever role he's been given, ठीक ठाक ही कर चुका है. He हमारा theory तो split पर है since Dubai. तुम और कृषि उधर से आओ. Why is Parag in ODI team? That is a very big question for me as well. Like T20, I still understand. He's done a bit of a
I
decent
don't know.
ODI में Ruturaj Gaikwad, like that's what it is. Ruturaj is like one of the most underappreciated assets of Indian cricket, and same Abhishek Sharma के लिए भी बोल सकते हो. चलो Abhishek Sharma got his time, like first at least chance मिल गया उसको. Ruturaj को तो बेचारा he plays, he performs, and then he sat down quietly, and yeah, Ruturaj के लिए तो justice मांगते हैं भाई.
पराग का मेरे को भी समझ में नहीं आया लगा एग्जैक्टली.
अगर नारायण ओपनर चले तो चल, नॉट अभिषेक.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात है.
आई
अभिषेक
मीन
चल
देखो,
सकता है भाई.
इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ कि भाई जस्ट अभी तो स्टार्ट ऑफ द जॉब है. लेट्स सी व्हाट जीजी's प्लान्स आर. वी कांट रियली प्रेडिक्ट, और उसको उसको कोई पढ़ नहीं सकते वो बंदे को. एंड जैसे मुस्तफा भाई बोले अभी मेंटर थे अभी तक के. ही डिड कम इन कोलकाता. सी दैट वाज द चेंजिंग थिंग इन द नाइट राइडर, दैट गंभीर कमिंग इन. दैट्स व्हाई द क्रेडिट गोज टू हिम. Everything was the same except the fact that Gambhir came back and Shreyas Iyer came back from
There's another, yeah, that's a huge thing as well. That's a huge thing as well, Shreyas.
Can Mitchell start 24 crore पे फेंके, though they had the money, budget, blah blah blah, but he believed in him, he took that gamble and stuff. So we'll have to wait. See, I don't want to jump
But
the, and then later on people will be like, अरे गंभीर के जैसा कोई coach नहीं. So we have to really wait. Like
yeah,
Dravid,
and like
अगर हारता था final by, it would have been like this is the worst coach we had in the world.
yeah, the trophies is a huge part of it, 100%. Like it's probably the majority thing is the trophies, and then of course the style of play. But I think that he will be judged after the Champions Trophy, then he will be judged after the World Test Championship. If India play the final, he'll be judged after that, and then he'll be judged after the the T20 and 50 over World Cup in 26, 27 respectively. So that is very important, those ICC tournaments, and he's looking to build from now. You can see that he has his eyes on the Champions Trophy. जब मैं वो squad देखता हूँ श्रीलंका का, he is already targeting that Champions Trophy. It's 6-7 months out. There is still time for it, but उन्हें plan अभी से कर रहा.
भाई बेचारे हार्दिक के लिए it gets worse and worse. He first got split from the captaincy, now he's split from his wife. After 4 years, इतना बड़ा statement भेजे डॉन मेरे को कि after 4 years of together, Hardik and I have decided to mutually part ways. We tried our best together and gave it our all. We believe this is in the best interest for both of us. This was a tough decision for us to make, given the joy, mutual respect, combined. We okay. मतलब हो गया भाई. There are officially split. Very very sad for Hardik Pandya and her, but like, yeah, it's getting bad for Hardik Pandya. I feel bad, man. It's
No
like
comments. I just wish the best for
this,
their family.
like this Mumbai Indian में then थोड़ा World Cup में ऐसा हो गया, अब फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐसा आ गया.
I
तो
mean, like one thing I can say on it is that it's crazy that like despite what was going on and everything, he like gave his 100% on the field, and he shows he's a professional athlete. I can talk on his game. I don't know like his personal, like no matter how much we joke and everything, I can't really talk on his personal matters. I mean, it's their decision. But the one thing I can say is that he gave his 100% for the country, for the team, despite going through, which was a very difficult problem. I mean, splitting up like divorce is not a easy thing. It's a very difficult moment in someone's life. I'm 100% sure of that. But what I can say is that he gave his 100% on the field, and like appreciate that, and wishing him and his family the best.
yeah,
Yeah. ये जो है डॉन का जो फॉलोइंग, ये मोक शुरू करा ट्रेंड सबके वैग्स को फॉलो करना बोल के. ट्रैविस हेड इन द बैग, पैट कमिंस इन द बैग, एंड I started doing it as well because we get information like are they training, are they not training, where are they located, where, like it's actually a very smart thing. And even in FPL a lot of people do it now, like they follow. So for example, like एक player है जा रहा है कहीं, right? Like if he's linked with another club, you follow their wives and you see where are they doing their shopping, which city they're in, and आपको hint हो जाता है कि they're coming, or they're looking for houses or something like that.
yeah, it's smart because you get ahead. But वही है, स्मोक का तो जस्ट हिट पे आके पूरा रुक गया.
नहीं नहीं, वो सबको फॉलो करता है. He
छोड़
follows everybody, bro.
फैमिली का.
He follows everybody, bro. He follows Nita Ambani also. Mox किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ता. He follows everyone, bro.
Sure, he must
He
have.
started the trend. He's there.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, what can you say? Bichara Hardik Pandya and whatever is happening with him, but he'll be there again in the T20 matches. He'll be again showing us strong mentality and them both है बंदे में. And yeah, I mean, how do you assess, like, what are your expectations of Surya as a captain? You think, like, anything you have?
I mean, he's done captaincy on domestic level. I think he was the vice captain in KKR, right? Like 10 years ago or something like that, when he was young at that time. And we've seen him lead a couple of times for India already, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. The Australian series, I think.
Yeah, so he has like he's an experienced guy. He's played a lot of cricket. T20s काफी खेल चुका है. Let's see how his captaincy goes. I was not expecting it, but let's see. It's someone different now. Let's analyze him closely and see what he does. How he makes the team play. Will he, continue with that Rohit Sharma philosophy of smashing it out the park? Everyone contributes with strike rate, or does he go with something different? Let's see what happens. And how does that affect his own individual batting is also something that we need to look out for.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't. And yeah, I think why can now we just wait and see what Gigi's decisions are going to be. How you starts his career as a coach of India, because again, let's give him some time. At least one series के बाद ही अपन decide कर सकते defensive way, aggressive way. Is it changing India for the better or for the worst? And yeah, है T20 and विराट कोहली रोहित शर्मा जो आए भाई मैं तो I don't think they would have done it under anyone else. Like, it's so funny. Like, like जो छुट्टियों पे जाके एकदम भाग के वापस पूरे आ जा रहे हैं.
But you know how it looks? It looks like like सबको ऐसा. It does look like that. Honestly, कि उन्हें बोला रुको इधर आओ मैं boss हूँ. It looks like that, but I think he genuinely had a good conversation, healthy conversation with them, and said कि भाई देखो 3-4 वनडेज बाकी है चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के लिए मेरे को देखना है कॉम्बिनेशन तो आके खेल लो. I think he requested it politely. That's what I really think. But it does look like him. I know from the because we all expected them to take rest. It looks like इधर आओ कहाँ भाग रहे तुम. But I think he has emphasized that you will get rest आगे जाके. It's just that look, you're not playing T20s also. Just one day I don't have that many one days left, so I want to analyze the team. I think that's as simple as that.
This time we want Lakshman as coach. Guy never lost series कर दे. Lakshman कौन से?
He did lose, right? श्रीलंका जब गए थे इन लोग 2022 में जब गायकवाड़ उन लोग के अंडर हारे थे उन लोग.
I think.
श्रीलंका मार दिए थे देखो 2-1 3. लक्ष्मण कोच था जब द्रविड नहीं था when
Yeah.
India was in England.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did lose series. वो भी सही because I remember that time India was playing one game and the next day they're playing another game. Like एक one day game था पर test match था England में something like that. So I remember Lakshman was coach over there. They did lose that series. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Then again tomorrow we'll have more news. We'll have more cricket. That MLC is going on right now. First, there's that new stadium. It's like in a village somewhere, but वहाँ पे matches हो रहे थे. Then Dallas में भी matches हो रहे. You have some big players playing over there. The 100 is starting next week. We'll cover that too. And the GT20 is also starting next week. So plenty of cricketing action. But I think we're all waiting for that.
England West Indies का चल रहा के 319
Yeah.
trophy.
भाई बहुत तेज खेल रहे हैं उन लोग लाइक मैं सुबह उठा लाइक उसके बाद मैच जब देखना शुरू करा लाइक आई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द बॉल वन एंड दे जस्ट केप्ट स्मैशिंग ब्रो लाइक द रन रेट वाज 7 or something in like in the first 6-7 overs and then Ben Stokes is batting right now with Jamie Smith. I mean, bro, he's a very good keeper, man. If you see, he stands 1 or 2 feet a bit closer to the batsman, so he collects the ball here. Whereas folks जो था used to collect it low. And problem क्या होता था मालूम slip में नहीं आते थे catches. देखो कभी last Ashes में there's a lot of catches ख्वाजा के Warner के they fell just a bit short. But now with this keeper, because he's in front, he's getting the slips in front too, and he's collecting it like waist height. And it's so you saw that Harry Brook catch in the last match. It was because of that, because they were a bit ahead. So he's a good keeper and a decent batsman as well. He's batting right now with Stokes, so you can check that out.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back. And yeah, for now, Surya's captain for T20. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli are going to be coming back for the ODI
Yeah.
series. Pandya will play T20, but not the ODI series. Rehan Parag will play both, and I think so will still play both. So yeah, lots of things to look forward to. Support staff का भी information आएगा थोड़े दिनों में. We'll keep our eyes open for that. But yes, till then, like, subscribe, and share करिए and.
Thank you.